Hey, everyone. This is Lyric coming to you from another hike adventure. This may be your first time coming along with me, joining me on a hike, because I am just about to now start posting my adventures, because I do believe that there are others who may enjoy viewing them. I may be able to assist anyone that is just getting started hiking, loves outdoors and natures like myself, and want to explore more. I typically hike at least 4 to 5 times a month. Let me show you what I'm seeing. And I am finding that I live in Georgia, the greater Atlanta area, and we are plentiful as far as hikes are concerned. Very diverse terrains, levels of difficulties. A lot of the hikes that I do are along the Chattahoochee River, which is also the water source that I use to kayak on, in addition to Stone Mountain Lake. So, yesterday we had quite a bit of a rain, and these are my hiking boots. They come in handy because, as you see, it's wet. I also use a hiking pole, a retractable hiking pole, to give me more balance and stability, especially when I'm navigating over rocks, up and down hills, when it's muddy, roots, fallen trees, things such as that. They're waterproof. They have really good grip. And again, the pole just gives me an extra arm and hand, so to speak. And I still have to watch my bearing, because the fallen leaves, such as this, you can step on one spot and go sinking 24 inches into the ground if there's no solid ground beneath it. So this is just a little glimpse of my walk. Of course, when I'm out here by myself, I spend more time being still, enjoying the sunsets, listening to nature, finding water sources, sometimes I'll forage just to put some of the newfound knowledge that I have to use. I may stop and take pictures. At times I bring my journal, or I may just simply stop to meditate and just be at one with nature. Today, the high in Atlanta was about 50 degrees, so I'm dressed in layers, but still a bit warmer than I would typically like. Some trails in Atlanta have markings along the trees. This one is pretty defined. You can tell that it's well worn, meaning many have traveled here. And I can also see footprints that lets me know, or even broken twigs, flattened leaves, if I get off track and need to ensure that I'm still on the right path to take me back to where I am. Isn't that beautiful? So I estimate that I have about a 45-minute hike to get back to my vehicle. The sun is going to be setting soon, so I'm going to embrace all this beauty and be intentional about making progress so that I'm not out here in the dark. Most of the parks and trails close. Look, somebody's dog probably lost a ball, which will be a reward for the next dog that comes through if the owners let them partake. But look at this. Get into this. These colors. Trees. The sounds. The sun. The water. The solitude. Get into that. Get into this. Get into it. Like I was saying, most of the trails and parks do close officially, technically, maybe I should say, at dark. But if you ever go hiking and you feel there's a chance that you are going to get caught out on the trail after dark, please be certain to go hiking with reflective gear. Definitely a source of light. If you have your battery on your phone fully charged, that may be sufficient with your flashlight app. However, a headlamp or just a flashlight. And then if you really feel like there's a risk, be prepared to spend a night if you don't think you'll be able to make it out. One thing I learned when I went to Sedona a couple of years ago was that was one of the rules they had coming into the area that I was going to be hiking, that everyone needed to have a gallon of water and have all the equipment necessary in the event that they needed to spend the night. And initially I thought, that's a lot of things to carry, right? But the reality is, because the temperature in a lot of desert areas gets so frigid and cold that one may not survive overnight. So it's necessary to either plan ahead, ensure that you're going to be out in time, but if there was some type of an emergency, God forbid an injury or something that kept you from exiting, then you may have to, and I know I don't have it with me now, but I do possess emergency sleeping bags, which fold up into really nice hand-sized pouches that are lightweight and can be carried, and they're reflective on the inside, like Mylar emergency blanket material, and you can utilize that in a jam if you needed to create a warm environment for you to spend the night or stay somewhere until you're rescued. With all these fallen trees, with all these leaves, you might even be able to build a shelter, a lean-to at least, that will protect you from the wind. But again, hopefully you're mapping your course. You have a compass, either just a manual one or one that is on phone to get you to where you need to go. And when I am on these trails, when I see markers, I take photos of them so that if I'm ever in a situation and I need that trail map, I'll have it. And I try to always ensure that my phone is charged fully. Pay attention to landmarks. Oh, but I want you to see this.